Alright, this is a GE Allegro wireless system. The first thing we're going to do is do codes, so we're just going to go over that. To do codes, you'll see 8 says options above it, so we're going to press that. We're going to press 8. Right away it says enter code for settings, so I'm going to put in the master code, which is 1234. And you'll see there that it shows codes. So now that we're in this menu, so when you press options and you put your code in, you're in a menu. You now have your arrow keys here, you have your back button and your select button. You'll see them, this is select back, so you're pounding your star. So we're going to hit codes, we're going to select that with the pound, and it says primary code. So now that we're in the codes menu, we can use the arrow keys and scroll through. So primary is like user 1 or the master, and then it says user 2, user 3, user 4, and back to primary. So this system only has the 4 codes on it. So we want to change the master code, so that's the primary, so we're going to hit pound to select it, and it says the current code there is 1234. So we're going to put in let's put in something I can remember here. Let's go back here. So let's put in 2580 and hit pound to save it. So now it's solid, okay, and then we know it's saved. And now I'm going to hit the star button to go back. Okay, and just to double check, what I do a lot of times is once I put the new code in and I've saved it and I've gone out, I'll actually just go right back in. So I'm going to hit pound to select it. Okay, 2580, okay, good, I know my code's in there. I'm going to hit the star button to go back out. Okay, and let's hit the back. You can hit the back button as many times as you want, and it's going to eventually show exit, and then you can hit pound to select the exit. So now we're out. So now if I wonder if I can arm it. I think I can. Yeah, so it says here, I press the arm button, enter code to arm, arm 2580. Okay, so that works. So I just armed it, and I can disarm it, disarm, enter code 2580, and I turned it off. So I know that that works, and if I try the 1234, okay, it doesn't work. So we'll just do that. Okay, so now we want to go in, let's say we want to add a few codes. We're going to hit options, and we have to enter the new master code, which is now 2580, to get into our menu there. And it says codes. We're going to hit the pound button to select, and primary, we're going to leave that for a minute. We'll go to user 2 and hit pound, and I can put in 2222 here and save it. So now it's solid there, and hit pound to go back. Okay, now what I'll do is go back in quickly just to check. Okay, good, it still says that. Hit the star button to go back, and we'll go to 3. I hit pound, and let's put in another one here and save it with pound. Hit star to go back, just repeating the same thing over and over again. We can go to 4 and put another code in here and save it and exit out. So now we've got all these codes. Every single code's programmed. We got 2s, we got 3s, and we have 4s, okay? So now I'll exit out here, and I can arm it with 2222, and I can disarm it with 4444. Alright, so those are working. Now if we want to reverse everything, delete everything out, we go options, put in our master code 2580, select codes with the pound. Okay, let's go down to user 2 here, select it. Now if I want to delete this, what I do is you just hit the pound button a bunch of times. Okay, and now it's gone. What you can do again is exit out and go back in, and yep, it's deleted out there. So we're going to hit star button, go to user 3 here, select it, hit pound a bunch of times. Okay, it should be out, and go back in there. Okay, yeah, it's deleted. So I'm just really hitting these a lot, just going in and out of different things. User 4, select it, hit pound a bunch of times, delete it out, hit star to exit, hit pound to go back in it. Okay, good, it's out. So I know that all those codes are deleted out. And finally we go back to the primary code here, and we'll change that back to 1234 and hit pound to save it. So that's in there, and we hit star to go back, and I'll hit pound to go back in. Good, it's still 1234, and I'll hit the star button until it says exit, and hit the pound button to exit. And now we're back to the start. We just have code 1234 as the master, and there's no user codes programmed in.